Tip number one, remind yourself that it's okay to feel guarded about your life experiences and your emotions going into the first session with a therapist. As therapists, we know that it's our responsibility to start building that trust and rapport with clients, and we're not expecting clients to come in on the first session and be ready to jump into the work right away. We know that the relationship has to be there first. Don't get me wrong, there are some clients that are like, I don't care that this is our first time meeting, I'm an open book and here you go, here it all is, but we're not expecting that. Tip number two, curious about your therapist, ask them about what's coming up for you. Know that it's okay to ask them about themselves, about their practice, about the way that they do therapy, the structure of therapy sessions, etc. Every therapist is different. Some therapists might be more open with like personal questions, for example, whereas other therapists might shy away from that and have more firm, strict boundaries. Every therapist is different, and a therapist with more firm, strict boundaries about their personal information doesn't make them a bad therapist. And there's a lot of us who know that some amount of self-disclosure is helpful in building trust and rapport in the therapeutic relationship. Tip number three, have realistic expectations about what therapy is and what therapy is going to look like going into the first therapy session. So for example, most of the time, the first therapy session is like the intake and treatment planning. This is where your therapist is going to ask you a lot of background questions, gets to know you better, starts talking about like, okay, what are your goals for treatment? What are you hoping to accomplish? A lot of times you're not getting into the nitty-gritty right away. Now, again, every therapist is different, so some people might jump in right away, and that's awesome. And a lot of times, specifically in the way that I do my practice, the first session is the assessment. Another realistic expectation is reminding yourself that not every therapy session is going to be this huge life-changing epiphany. It doesn't work that way. A lot of times it's like these really slow sessions where you get little chunks and pieces of information that for whatever reason, the perfect storm happens later on, and it builds up to maybe a session, maybe something you're doing in your day-to-day life, where you have this moment of like, oh, there it is. There's what I've been looking for. There's that information that I needed in order to create change. Tip number four, know that it's okay to disagree with what your therapist is saying. You know what it's like to live in your body more than anyone else. So a lot of times what I do is when I give a clinical observation or conceptualization, I'll present it to the client and say, how does that land for you? Does that feel true, or does it feel like I'm off base? Absolutely okay to say, actually, that feels really off base, and this is how it feels instead. Tip number five, if you don't vibe with this person, let's say you give it like 3, 4, 5 sessions and you're like, no, I'm not feeling seen, I'm not feeling understood, or I just don't relate or connect with this therapist, that doesn't have to be your therapist.